Hello everybody. Welcome to this game. We are featuring MortyMaine in the red as Hindustanis and Tu Vieja or AMuller as also the Hindustanis. This is a best of three where they play each of the games, and we'll see how it goes. So, starting out the game, let's see if we can put the different scoutings on. So, Morty's just looking for his boars. Got another sheep here. Antonio is doing some similar things, scouting, probably a little bit better there. Let's see if we can fast forward and catch up to real time here. Ooh, Antonio's actually coming forward. Gonna see if he can find some sheep, and he does. He stole Morty's sheep just as Morty's grabbing the boar. I bet Morty's not very happy about that. Morty's scout is I'm not sure actually. Can't find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so he's gonna be looking for that sheep. That was a good move by Antonio. Plus 100 food for him if he gets that all the way there. Morty's probably not very happy right now, but maybe he's going to go look for it actually. But it looks like he's got some deer over here he could get, but I think he's got all of his sheep except for that one. Let's see if he catches up to it. Not quite. He might run into the TC though. Oh no, he's gonna miss it. Oh no, he's going right for the TC. Oh, oh, oh! Now he's gonna try to steal him. Nice counter move by Morty. Shot two of the sheep, and he's stealing two more. Antonio's trying to run and grab him. He's also got a boar. Trying to bring in a boar. So he got the boar in. But shot it fairly far from the TC. Morty's going to get a pig back, and he killed two of Antonio's pigs. So good play by Morty there. Kind of revenge. And then, oh, is Antonio going to run into the TC? Oh, maybe. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, the TC didn't do really... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's trying to block it with the... Oh, okay. So Antonio lost his scout. Morty almost lost the boar lure, but pulled it back in. But good try on Antonio's part there, at least to attempt to get the scout there. I'm sorry, attempt to block the boar. Unfortunately, he lost his scout. So let's see what he does see when it comes to the game board here. So he sees generally where Morty is. Actually, he sees the town center. But he got all his resources. He doesn't see his deer, which are... actually, I don't even... Oh, there they are. Okay, so he hasn't seen his deer yet. Oh, yeah, he has seen them. Okay. Morty, though, still has a scout alive. Still bringing this sheep back, this pig, all the way back in the back corner here. He wants to make sure it comes back. Meanwhile, where is his scout? Okay, he's still got his scout, able to scout, see what's going on. Morty and Antonio are both on their way to feudal age. Antonio is about 20 seconds faster. He's already building a barracks. Morty has a barracks as well. I think net, if Morty gets this pig in, he'll be a little bit ahead in terms of food. Antonio is actually going to go ahead and preventatively wall in his wood line, assuming that Morty will bring some pressure. We'll see. I think it's a pretty good bet that Antonio will bring some pressure here as soon as we get to feudal age. Alright, he has arrived in feudal age. Hello, Brian. Welcome to the chat. The best player from St. Louis. All right, good luck with that. Antonio building a stable. So, ooh, okay. So market from Morty. So Morty's probably going to try to fast castle. Morty's more of an arena player, and Antonio is more of an Arabia player. So you might see some differences in how they play these games over the course of the 3 games we play. But Antonio has built the stable and will start producing scouts here shortly, no doubt. He does have a good amount of food. Hasn't gone to gold yet. Morty's gone to gold, expecting to get to Castle Age, I think. Um, Antonio's still walling in his resources here. He could actually wall in his base pretty well. And Morty's actually found a sneaky way in on the backside here. We'll see what happens when he gets in. There's the first scout from Antonio. So we'll see what he could hit. Morty's actually got a couple of spears waiting, so pretty decent defensive play there. We'll see what Antonio gets out of this. There's the blacksmith. Oh, okay. Ran right into the spears. Still kept the scout alive, though, so that's good. He's got another scout coming forward, luring those spears away. His resources not looking as good as Morty's here, but that's because he's invested into these scouts. He's... Oh, okay. So both of those scouts took some hits from the spearmen. Now Morty's going to get this gate up. He's still open from this side. I'm not sure Antonio knows that. He might think that it's still closed. Oh, there's another scout. Managed to sneak by just without getting hit by the spearman. See what he can do once he's in here. I think he realizes it now. He's making more scouts, so this is the 4th scout he's made. So significant pressure attempted here by Antonio. Ooh, Morty walled his wood line in there. Looks like there might be a gap there. Oh, more spearmen all around. It's going to be tough for Antonio to get much damage here. There's a lot of spearmen by Morty there. He still has 2 more scouts out here, and Morty's going to try to wall in this side and this side as well. Resources getting closer to being able to click up. In fact, he might be able to do some market magic and click up. Antonio is still open, but walled in his resources. Now he's going to gold. Going to think about the next age. Oh, going to attack these spearmen. That's probably not... He probably doesn't realize that. Lost both of those, unfortunately. And Morty probably ran out of wood there when he was making that. It's got to finish it. So Morty will be fully walled here shortly. Antonio, again, still open on the sides, but he's got his wood lines walled in. Morty is just about got the resources to get to Castle Age. Just another 11 gold, and he should be good. Antonio is going to be a little while longer to click up. In fact, he got wheelbarrow. There's the Castle Age click from Morty. So honestly, that's looking kind of good for Morty in this case, because he's going to be able to get to Castle Age at a pretty good time without having taken any significant losses. And in fact, he killed all of... he lured those scouts into the spearmen. Good play there. So all 4 of the scouts that Antonio made have died. Antonio's going to make another stable, so he's going to plan for more scout or more cavalry aggression here in the next age, and he's going to go ahead and try to wall up the sides of his base. Morty getting some of the economic upgrades, plopping down some more farms. He does not have a stable, so my guess is he's not going to have much aggression right away. Somehow he got a deer caught inside the walls. That's actually funny. 2 of the deer are on the outside, 1 is on the inside just looking for somewhere to run, and he can't get out. That's actually really funny. If Morty noticed that, that's free food that's just walking around his base, but I don't think he's noticed it yet. There were 4 deer originally. Morty's going to stone, so he might be thinking some sort of castle at some point. He's got 330 stone already. Antonio still looking to click up. He's almost got the resources to do it. So now Morty is in Castle Age, and Antonio clicks up. So let's see what Morty does with this Castle Age. He doesn't quite have the res for a TC. And he doesn't have a stable either, so we're probably not going to see any aggression for a little bit here. Antonio is going to get a free pass to the later Castle Age, most likely. He's already getting bloodlines. Antonio is. Morty's going to try to go for relics. Okay. I think he's still just waiting for that wood to plop down a TC. So he wasn't really thinking about going camel pressure or anything like that. He still has a bunch of spearmen. They are still just spearmen. 8 of them. But that would come in handy if Antonio does indeed come in with camels. Hindustanis get great camels. Both civs here are Hindustanis, so no real advantage there. But that's probably what Antonio is going to try to go into once he gets to Castle Age. Alright, so let's see what Morty sees here. He's sending some of these spearmen forward just to maybe scout the map a little bit. He might be looking for the relics. So yeah, he sees all 5 relics. Antonio's in Castle Age. He's already making the camels. He's going to have several of those pretty quick. And if Morty's not careful, he's going to chop himself open in the corner here. I'm not sure he realizes that. There's the initial second town center there. Antonio runs right into a spearman. Thankfully, it is just a spearman, but that should let Morty know that he needs the pikeman upgrade. Sure enough, pikeman upgrade is incoming. He's also got a monk out here who's thinking about converting. No, okay, he's just going for the relic. But pikeman upgrade will help. He's building a castle here. Getting some eco upgrades. Antonio's got he's got 4 camels at least. Got more coming. Morty hasn't seen them in a while, so although he did just get his scout in here, so he must have found a way in somehow. Oh, it's through this back area here, and now Antonio's just now noticing that. And Morty lost the scout to the TC. Antonio's coming forward, sees the castle. No real attacks yet, other than the spears and the camels. But this is actually a lot of camels, 9 camels. If that does get in, that's gonna wreck. And he's taking out these pikemen one at a time, which is good for him. Might be useful to bring a monk over to heal those as well. It's funny, he's got those 2 deer on the inside still. He's guarding that relic. I think he's wanting to get that. Camel's coming in for the monastery. There's a monk about to pop out. There's conversion trying to happen there. Yep, got the conversion. Another monk pops out. Trying to go for another conversion. Doesn't get it. But Antonio gets the clear up on that little bit of army with only the 1 loss of camels. So now he's got 8 camels. Can make some more if he likes. I don't think the sound is working from the game here. I'll have to try to fix that before the next one. Well, Antonio actually is going to take out that monastery, so goodbye to those relics. Got 10 scouts facing off against the pikemen here. But he's got to find a way into Morty's base to do any damage here. Meanwhile, Morty is still got another monk on the field somewhere, but he's got nowhere to drop off those relics to. I think Morty's actually trying to protect this villager. He thought that those camels were coming around. Antonio needs to come up with an answer to these pikes. He did switch into archery ranges, so I think he is thinking, what's my answer to the pikes going to be? So we'll see what he comes up with. Maybe it's going to be crossbows. Maybe he's going to go imp and get hand cannons. Right now, the villager count is 54 for Morty and 48 for Antonio, who has a second TC up as well. Antonio actually has more on food than Morty, so that makes sense because he's making so many camels. Morty making primarily pikes right now, dropping down some more farms. Got the castle in defense here. Antonio even dropped the university so that he can get ballistics, or maybe so he can get one of those castle age buildings. Not sure. Okay, yeah, Morty's making another monastery. Gonna drop those relics back off. He's probably annoyed that those relics popped out, but he'll go reclaim them. And Antonio could actually see that from his perspective, see those relics disappear. But I think right now he's just waiting for that answer to the pikes, which I haven't seen him go for the crossbow upgrade or any of the archer upgrades yet, so he might be thinking Imperial Age, and his food count is getting up there. Morty's floating a lot of wood right now and gold. If he goes to the market, he could get a lot. He could get to Imperial Age. Oh no, okay. Sending these villagers out. I wonder what he's thinking. He's got enough for a castle. He could click Imperial Age now and drop a castle on Antonio's TC. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Does he see that TC? Yes, he saw that TC. That's exactly where he's headed. And he's sending the pikes over. Good call, because once Antonio sees that, the camels are going to come around. Antonio is getting pretty close to being able to click up as well. But yeah, I think this is definitely a castle drop coming in from Morty. 12 villagers. There's the castle. It ranges the TC. Does Antonio see it yet? It's within his vision, but I don't think he's noticed it yet. He's still making archery ranges, thinking about the next move here. This might actually be a GG play. Morty did finally click imp behind it. I do think Antonio could survive if he just pushed out here, but he's going to lose several villagers here. And this TC hasn't quite noticed yet. Morty's making siege workshops behind. Okay. I don't think Antonio has noticed this yet, so this TC will still just go down. Oh, now he's noticed, and he's sending the camels over. Let's watch what he sees. Okay, so he sees the villagers. Oh, there's the pikes. Oh no, that's a slaughter. All the camels are gone, and Morty will be an imp any second now. Antonio did click imp. He's getting ballistics, so, oh, the rams are coming too from Morty. He's like, you're not getting that TC up. It's not going to stay up for very long. Sending the pikes in for a little raid here. Antonio's going to try to wall behind it. Not a bad idea. I don't think he realizes the imp is behind, though. If Antonio goes hand cannons, that would actually be a pretty good play here. But he's going to have the eco for that. He does have the res for it at the moment, and he's got another 2 town centers, so this isn't the end of the world. Morty has made a few camels of his own and more pikes back behind. Now he's going to try to bust in here through the stone walls. Now he's in imp. Could make trebs if he wants. Could get chemistry if he had a university. I don't think he has a university. Another town center out here. The elephant rams are coming in with a few ghoulims. Okay, so ghoulims. So if Antonio was thinking archers, then ghoulims are will be a good play against that. But I think Antonio's actually going to send. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Morty. Morty's going to send this army around and try to go in right to the base. Antonio's probably going to lose this town center really quick. He is getting chemistry, so that's good. He's thinking hand cannons. He's got to deal with these rams, though. I think these camels will do a pretty decent job. That's a lot of ghoulims, though. On another castle by Morty. Well, I don't think this is the end of the world. I think Antonio could save some villagers and still make hand cannons. He's got enough resources to do it, and he has almost got chemistry. But he's going to lose this town center. He's made a few skirms, I think, maybe thinking that there were some hand cannons going. And there's the GG. All right. Well, good game from both of them. Let's see. KD 46 to 21. Morty had a big army high there at the end. Antonio had the eco lead through most of the game. Antonio also got to feudal age quicker, was able to apply some pressure there. Although Morty defended well, got to castle faster, and then got to imp faster, and managed to grab 3. Well, actually, where's the relics? Yeah, managed to grab 3 relics as well. So, gonna switch over to the